to FIFA 20 to a brand new video today. And today, sorry if there's no background music, but basically yesterday, my career mode video, episode number 4, was taken down because of a copyright claim. Now, I have appealed that copyright claim because I do not believe the copyright claim to be accurate. The video is banned in, I think, 238 countries, or monetized or something in 238 countries or something, which is quite a lot, actually. But nonetheless, you know, as you can see, I've turned off the soundtracks today, so I can't be banned. But just a quick one to YouTube. As you can see, EA Sports trademark tracks, okay, have got the licensing in the game. It's built into the game. Yes, you can turn it off, but why should you have to turn off your music built in the game? That's already you've paid for, effectively, you know. And yeah, it's just a real nuisance in my opinion, and frustrating, because to me, as soon as you pay for something, then it's yours. It's no longer the person who created it or owned it. At the end of the day, FIFA, I paid for it, I now own it as well. I've bought a share. If you buy a share, you then have the rights to use it, okay? And yeah, you know, I've also signed no contract. Now, good news is, though, let's move away from that bad news. Sancho, I have bought Jadon Sancho today. He's here, he's finally arrived at Chelsea. What it means, I guess, for some of the youngsters, especially like Mason Mount, well, effectively, Mason Mount, well, I'm not going to say he's had his time at Chelsea yet, but in my squad, well, he's not going to be playing, you know, football for a while anyway, naturally, because of his injury. But at the end of the day, for Mount, it's certainly, well, it's not good, because he's now, well, with him out of now the team, effectively, you could argue he's not going to be given any playing time, effectively, and yeah, you know, effectively he's going to be a number 2 in the entire squad now, more or less. Like, I don't really see how this goes for Mason Mount, but yeah, you know, we'll soon find out. Anyway, I need to also try and sign another player. I've got still 51 million remaining, plus a £1 million wage budget. So if I lower that wage budget, that should give me a bit more finance, if I'm correct. How much? It gives me about 10 more million. So, you know, if we have that 10 more million, I'm just thinking, who should we go for? I'm going to wait for some of our scouted players to come in. Anyway, obviously, transfer season, obviously. We're going to play again 4 games. We'll skip to the Newcastle game. Or towards that date. We'll skip to the 14th, I think. Then that gives us about a week, actually. Between that game, yeah, 14th. Then that gives us a week to have a look at our transfers, if any, or our transfer shortlist, and review and make a informed decision. Obviously, we want a defender, personally, myself. I want someone to replace Rudiger. Rudiger is, what, 27 years old? He's good for his age. I'm pretty sure he's 27. Let me just check whether or not I'm correct. I'm pretty sure he's 27. I'm Rudiger. Age. Chelsea. Age. Pretty sure he's 26. Yeah, 26 years old. So he's pretty old of a player, as, like, players go. He's not the young, shining armour that he used to be. Like, he's in the peak of his career, of course, which is good, but I just want to get maybe someone a bit younger to come in to replace Rudiger. And that player won't be Neto, of course. Well, we could go for Matthias Digit, if we can afford him. Should we try, or should we go for, like, yeah, I think we'll try Matthias Digit. Oh, he's moved anyway, different club, so how about Virgil? Could we go for Virgil? Probably not. I don't want Arnold. We don't want him. Okay, so obviously we've got to try and find a player. Just someone at centre-back position, I feel. I don't know. Or should I stick with that? In fact, I'm going to go left back. Left back may be a bit more important right now in the current way we're playing. So yeah, I'm going to go left back. That is probably our smartest move overall. Right, let's have a look at Atletico, see what they've got in the pocket. He's pretty good, that 24-year-old. Put him on the short list. Very good, 85 rated. He's only 24. Pretty good. Just having a look at some left backs. Do bear with me, obviously. Obviously, we're now in the transfer window, January 1, so we're trying to sell some, sign some players, not sell, sign some brand new players. I know you may ask, why are we trying to sign some players? Haven't we got a good squad as the squad is? But no, the reason why I'm trying to sign just maybe a player, you know, a good player, is because, like, let's be honest, yes, okay, the squad that we've got, I think, is a fairly solid squad. But if we want to win, let's say, the Champions League or the Premier League or any trophy, we're a bit off at the moment, I would have said. And yeah, we need to be a bit closer, and to get closer we need a pretty good squad, like, you know. Now Mendy could be pretty good overall, we'll see. Of course, you know, everyone's heard of him. Let's go to the Premier League, just scout some stars there. We need a left back. I know Luke Shaw, he's usually been pretty good in these type of games, from Manchester United, so I do know where the talent is. I do know certain clubs that do have certainly young, good talent, like, you know, Arnold, he'll be certainly a good young star. Robertson? Like, you know, actually, kind of think of it, that could be a good move. Maybe. Robertson could be a very good move, actually, in this phase of our team. Robertson could be absolute ballista of a move. Obviously, we've got Laplace. Like, obviously, I always say, to start a good, or to get a good squad, you need to start with a good, what you call it, defence, and you know, that is what we're looking for. We're looking for a good defence at the moment. Like, yeah, I never knew Man City had this many goalkeepers. No wonder why they've won the Premier League for the last few years. Only kidding, but you know, at the end of the day, that's a lot of goalkeepers for a club, indeed. Alright, Luke Shaw, that's who I was considering. Bring in Luke Shaw, could be very good. Not sure how he's gonna do, but, you know. Anyway, I think that's enough players scouted for now, because that'll be quite a lot on our list. Obviously, I'm not too worried, like, about bringing in a player yet, so long we sign one more star before the end of the season. Now, a loan offer for Reece James, I'm going to accept that, because that's a deal. Got 3 offers for William. No, I'm going to reject that. I'm not going to let William go to Inter. But anyway, that's a good deal. So, yeah, you know, obviously, some of the players we got, like, you know, we're trying to bring in some players, trying to also sell some players. Hector, transfer talk, broken down. So, Hector's broken down, effectively. Not too important anyway, he ain't. Kennedy, transfer approach. So, yeah, you know, obviously, got a few chats. So, trying to hopefully... So trying to keep players, obviously, squad morale happy. So obviously, Jadon Sancho will get his first Premier League match start against Newcastle. Of course, then here we go then for Jadon Sancho's first Premier League match start, and I think it's actually his first. I don't think, if I'm right in saying, Jadon Sancho has ever played in the Premier League before. I just want to double check, just so I'm not making an absolute blunder of myself, making myself look stupid. Sancho, Premier League. Jadon Sancho Premier League stats. Jadon Sancho, yeah, he hasn't, I don't think, played Premier League, which, you know, yeah, is basically more or less his first Premier League game, and it's for the Blues of Chelsea, of course, then, today.
A top talent, but today in a new team. How's he going to get on? Well, follow it with us, and it's live.
So here we go then. Jadon Sancho, first Premier League
Newcastle
match
to the
then
City Centre Stadium
for
that is
us
St James's
under
Park.
our control.
Martin Tyler here, along with Alan Smith.
As we get away and going, we play the top leaders in the league.
Against Chelsea.
Yeah, thanks, Martin. Looking forward to this. I'm hoping for a nice, quick start. We'll set the standard here between two good teams.
And already Newcastle through on goal.
Newcastle United's lineup. Rob Elliott plays in goal.
John
Joe Shelby starts. He was man of the match last time out. And they've got plenty of goal threat with two strikers in the attack.
Tammy Abraham. Kante.
Tammy Abraham. Bakayoko. Here he goes. It's good to see a player do this.
In the box to Tammy. On to Kante. Tammy. Oh no, not Tammy, Puzzlick, sorry.
Really,
Puzzlick still had the ball.
Him being totally beaten then. And he's got the ball.
Yeah, he was exposed there. And he must have thought he was going
to I don't know whether
beaten,
we're playing Sancho in his best position yet.
Of it, didn't he?
I'll probably switch up the position
today.
right now at half time, but we'll see how he gets on in this first half.
Plays with N'Golo Kanté in the middle of
midfield. I know, he's a bit quiet, but
front for them today.
You know, I don't mind that. You know.
Here's Willian. Tammy Abraham. Pulisic. I don't think there's any doubt now that we're going to have a fight to the finish here. A really exciting end to the season.
I think any neutral.
In the clear for a great chance. Only partially away from danger. Super block.
Not bad. Not a bad chance. Still falls to Tammy.
To certain goal until the defender.
Maybe if we did a little bit less baffling.
That's just instinct, but that is top defending.
That shot's blocked very quickly.
Not bad, but
and he's knocked it out of play, the defender.
I don't know, this stadium feels very weird this season.
To use the full
with the shadows. I don't know whether it's just me and my eyes or
unit that they're facing at the moment.
Really is weird. Like, I don't like the. You can almost see the shadow of the roof.
Now Willian.
Too much.
Tammy Abraham.
Which is a bit
look
odd.
at that. Chelsea dominating possession last 15. Yeah, they're looking good with the football, with good vision.
On to Puzzlick. Puzzlick gets the switch back, trying to bring into Bakayo to get that assist. Now, by the way, Tammy Abraham and Puzzlick both have 10 goals so far this season, I believe, in all competitions, which ain't bad. So that's 20 goals between them, quite frankly, which is very, very good actual stats overall for Chelsea, actually. Into Tammy Abraham.
But hasn't saved by the keeper. He can't hang on to the ball.
Back to Kante.
Bakayoko.
Has
to move quickly.
Elliott gets the ball. And God knows still how this Newcastle team are at the top of the Premier League title.
What's he going to do with it?
Now leading the race for the Premier League. But if we take 3 points off this club today, obviously that would be a pretty good result, because it just means 3 less points for Newcastle. And I'm not sure whether Newcastle can win the title this year. I know they'll get top 4. I think they'll get top 4. I doubt they'll have a shocking end to the season now, based on their performances so far, but they've just been outstanding, quite frankly. Newcastle.
Now, can he take them on?
And there's Pulisic
Marcus Alonso
down the wing. Alonso.
Now the possibility,
obviously, the left back. We're probably going to replace, probably this season at some point, or certainly next season anyway. We're certainly looking to probably kick out some dead wood And obviously, as Capella will probably kick out our captain as well. Like, we'll probably give him the final, or this will be his final season. Like, I don't know whether we want to keep Tammy. Like, don't get me wrong, in real life, I understand, you know, that this, you know, squad is going to be like this for a few years, but at the end of the day, don't get me wrong, you want to get out maybe the players that you don't want or you don't believe in, get in some young stars. And this, look, this is career mode, anything can happen, it doesn't have to be 100% realistic. We've got to make some of the signings that we want to sign, we want to play, like, you know, and the whole point of career mode, you got money, spend it wisely anyway. And this is like a rebuild Chelsea series to a degree.
Sancho.
Now I said I'd actually probably switch up the formation, probably switch up in a minute.
It's a deep cross towards the back post.
Goal!
Oh, it's into the net, and it's an own goal.
It's an own goal. Well, I honestly can't believe that. But it's 1-0 Chelsea.
I wouldn't point the finger of blame at him. Couldn't do it.
There we go. So 1-0 Chelsea then. As we march on. Now I'm gonna move Sancho into the right mid position. And I'm gonna play Kante in that left wing position. I actually may play a 4-3-3, but attack. So, obviously, if we play the 4-3-3 attack, right now we're playing a 4-3-3 false, or defensive. So we're going to have Sancho, Kante, and Bakayoko. I fancy Sancho in the middle, Bakayoko on the right, or on the left, and Kante on the right. So I'm going to play it like that.
That could be
so in a way, we're shaping formation a bit differently. In a way, even though we don't have to shape it like this. See how this formation gets on. But I thought that I was out for a minute. I didn't think that would stay in. And Joel Linton, the man who just scored the goal.
For a goal kick.
Yeah, I believe it was. So
Conte. Well, a real treat in store for you. Coverage on EA Sports of the Premier League fixture. Newcastle United. They'll be facing Everton away from home.
So yeah, it's got a good feel about it, that one. Look forward to joining you in the country for it.
Joe Linton, the guy who scored, I believe, the own goal it was, if I'm correct.
N'Golo Conte. Sancho. Alan, what about Chelsea's next game?
Yeah, they're playing Arsenal in the next match. And judging on the form so far, I can't see much to split them.
Lorenzo Pellegrini. Newcastle want to make this substitution now. Joe Linton.
So Joe Linton on to
calm in the pursuit of
or whatever his beloved name is. That is a weird name to pronounce, I thought.
Oh, he's cut that out well read.
Bit of a nice tackle. But anyway. Joe Linton on the run, and a good shot, but Kepa making sure we stay 1-0 up, and that's a good save.
They've got to try and switch things around, and here comes a substitution. I think the cross is on. He pulled the cross really too deep for those
Makalini, or whatever his name is. Can't even pronounce that name. Joe Linton.
For teammates in the middle. It's not really away. Poor clearance.
Tammy.
Paris Saint-Germain have been pursuing their target.
On to William.
Got him.
And he is a good player. He's got plenty of excellent years ahead of him in my book. So that's £65 million.
Not bad. And I'm going to now make a quick sub. I'm going to take off William, put on Callum, and I'm going to take off probably Kovacic, put on Bakayoko, put on Kovacic, and put on Morata as well in that attacking.
I think they won't live to regret
squad. It. So, yeah, obviously taking 3 on and 3 off, or putting 3 on and 3 off. I should be saying, not taking 3 on, taking 3 off.
Matt Ritchie.
Anyway,
Jonjo Shelvey.
So Jonjo Shelvey. And I must say, actually, even though we're winning 1-0, we're only winning 1-0 because of our own goal. But I'm trying to control the game a little bit, to a degree. Just experimenting. But here's Morata. Morata's in the clear. So this could be the second goal of the game. Morata not quite making it 2-0. But not a bad attempt indeed then from Morata. Then there. So Kovacic. Puzlik. Not bad from Puzlik. The number 22.
Jadon Sancho.
Sancho. Morata. Oh, not bad. Another attempt. So certainly getting an attempt. And I must say, actually, so far, very, very positive signs from the way them three playing, I would have said. But anyway.
We're down now to the last 6 minutes.
Certainly there in that corner phase, we had
not much time left at all. What does this mean on to their next game?
Which was good.
Well, Newcastle United fought against Everton.
Sancho.
And,
now,
well, nobody's played well for them. They've got to do better.
And
that pass never looked like reaching its target, and they're away with the ball.
Nice interception by the opposition.
The Newcastle United supporters want more ambition from the club. Now they want more ambition from the players in these last few minutes.
Yeah, the Toon Army in full voice, and they're hoping for much better than what they've seen.
2 minutes at a time. Morata on to Callum Hudson-Odoi. So this will probably be our final attacking opportunity of the game, I would have thought. So it will be out for a corner.
Several things
here. Then here, whip it into the box. Is it another corner? I think that's another corner if I'm correct.
We're going to have another corner now.
Played 2 extra minutes than we already should have. Oh, I scored at the final moment. It did go in. The ball is in the net, but it doesn't count. Then and that's then another win. So that's another 3 points in the bank. Okay, yes, it was own goal that more or less won us the match, but own goal or no goal, we won the game. The point is, we took away the 3 points, and I think possession-wise and defensively, we were the better of the two teams overall. So, yeah.
Just a moment of your time.
Sometimes it goes like that. Sometimes, you know. So, saying stuff that, you know, obviously making hopefully the team morale. Obviously Sancho is, well, I'm not saying he won't be unhappy with that result, but, you know, won't be thrilled. Now I'm going to play a bit of a fresher team. I'm going to play Morata to start the game overall. Now there's a loan offer for Baba here, also some offers for Emerson. Which really I don't really mind. If Emerson goes, he goes. I don't really care. Like, I just want to get out some dead wood, if that makes sense. But also, at the same time, having said that, I want to bring in some fresh, young talent players. So, you know, we'll do a bit of both, obviously. Let's see some of them other players that we've looked into. See if any of them have come back now. Obviously, left back Robertson. I don't think they've come back. When will I find out the scouting report on, not Robertson, on them two other left backs? How long? I don't know. How do I find out? Well, I'm going to go then for Robertson. Bring in Robertson. Let's try and get Robert. Right. He is better. Look, he does fit Chelsea system. So because I don't know, might as well. Then maybe next season. Plus he fits in that Chelsea squad. Oh my days. Okay. Right. So Robertson have been turned down. Let's see how much we can get away. I'm going to offer 10 million. Let's see. So Robertson's been turned down, rejected then there. Let's see, 10 mil. for Luke Shaw. We can get Luke Shaw for 10 mil. Okay, so Luke Shaw is worth more than 10 mil. So I don't want to pay out stupid. Okay, well Mendy must be good if he's got that much money already on his head. Like, you know, I'll offer him 100,000. Saying we're going to give him Crucial, he must be pretty good. So, it's a 5-year deal. I'll accept that as a contract, 70,000. He must have some good skills, Mendy must have. Like, he can't be shocking if I've bought a piece of junk. Okay, I haven't bought a piece of junk, but I haven't bought maybe what I would have thought either. But he's better than Zephyr Costa, put it that way. Right. So, right, Mendy's going to then be our left back, our new left back for this season anyway. So, yeah, you know, Zap Costa, thank you for your services, but it's time to say au revoir to your fellow Frenchman. Then, and as I say, we're going to, you know, more or less guarantee that Mendy starts over Alonso. In fact, we'll give Alonso some game time so he doesn't become a crybaby, and then we can keep squad morale up. And yeah, Caballero can be out squad here for than that. So Zap Costa has been more or less kicked out. By the way, just in case anyone's wondering what's happened to them two, is Zuma? I thought Zuma was out for 7 months. Kurt Zuma. Oh no, it was Batshuayi out for 7 months. Oh right, that makes sense now. Right, yeah, good. Sorry. So yeah, just in case anyone's wondering what happened to Batshuayi and Mason Mount, they're injured for basically the rest of the season. So we're more or less playing not a weakened Chelsea squad, but certainly a different Chelsea squad. So we brought back also Marotta. Like when I say we brought him back, we just recalled him from loan because he was on loan. So, you know, I don't think, you know, under a transfer ban, there would have been a rule that you can't recall back your players from loan, if any loan. So what formation should we use? Oh yeah, that's a thing I need to do. I need to sort out formation. We're going to actually play, right, for this game, we'll do that after actually, we've done the Arsenal game, but what I'm thinking of, playing a 4-3-3, I'm not sure what team we've actually picked, I'm not sure whether Morata is in that squad, I should have known. But KO does not have any good potential. No, I understand that he don't have any good potential, Bukayo, but at the end of the day, when you've got an injured Mason Mount or a decent 81 rated player, yeah. And I wanted to make this semi-realistic as well, where, like, semi-realistic, Chelsea are probably going to have a transfer ban expelled, so therefore, if Chelsea are going to have their transfer ban expelled, or withdrawn, or taken away, or lifted, sort of thing, therefore we should be able to make signings for January, so that's why I'm signing players in January. But I've already signed Sancho. I believe Morata's signed, yeah.
And we've got Premier League action coming
so
right
Loftus-Cheek, obviously. And I think this is the first time I've played Loftus-Cheek.
All the talking is done. Time now to put the coach's plans into action. Let's hope both teams really have a go at each other from the start of this match. It should be a cracker.
Arsenal got that first win over us. Let's see if we can get that second win over Arsenal and gain back what we've lost away from home.
For Chelsea, Kepa is given the green light in goal. Ferland Mendy plays with Azpilicueta in the wide defensive positions, and Morata is the main striker for this match. It's Callum Hudson-Odoi.
So Morata.
did his best to remain onside, but just failed.
Yeah, it was close. It was close, but that's all it needs to be, close. He was
Not
offside.
bad, but offside, unfortunately. That's the verdict of the referee, and I agree with that.
Wondering how this might go. It is his debut game. What should we be looking for from him today, Lee?
Well, it's a great signing for me. You know I'm a big full-back fan, Derek. Superb all-rounder, as you have to be in the modern-day full-back role. He loves to get forward, and I have to say he's a top-draw winger stopper too, Derek. Great asset.
Counter-attacking, very much an option.
Oh dear, what's gone on here?
Aubameyang.
We've been absolutely ripped by Aubameyang,
Xhaka.
and thank God Pepper was in goal, because if that was anyone else, I'll tell you what, that would have been 1-0 Arsenal.
Well, last season for Chelsea, a difficult campaign to sum up, really, Lee, when you consider that it all began so promisingly under Maurizio Sarri.
Well, absolutely, Derek. Winning their first 5 games, it was a good start, and they looked pretty solid.
So far, a bit of a dull start.
Then it
Good
all
start for
fell
Arsenal.
apart in
Is
the
that
middle of the
offside?
season. They got it back to the...
Aubameyang! Almost what you might call a
Right now, Arsenal are
He's
coming
got
out
no right to
guns
make that
blazing
save. It's
here.
absolutely fantastic.
And now the delivery.
I don't want Arsenal to win, of
Let's
course.
go to Alan McAdally because there's been a goal in the Spurs match.
It's a goal for Tottenham Hotspur.
Want
it's
to win
been
myself.
scored by Harry Kane. A great exchange of passes on the deck. Finally came to his feet when he finished with a well-placed shot. 24 minutes played. 1-0.
Thanks as ever for the update, Alan. Running towards goal. Well, it might still work out for them.
Right. We haven't taken, I don't think, really one credible attempt. We haven't.
But it's wide.
And Arsenal
No real
are
direction, but the power was
absolutely
there.
killing
Right,
us here.
just gone past the post.
But sometimes
Sincere apologies for
Don't
having to cut
need
you off just then,
to
Alan. To clarify, Spurs found the net
have
in that
100
game.
attempts.
And their
Only
lead
need
stands
one
at 1-0 presently.
to get that
And the
one.
attacking options appear plentiful. Looked as though they meant business, but now they've got to try again. Pulisic now. Might be able to get in behind the defence.
Come off this cheat.
And that's gone out of play.
I
for
tried
what
to
will be
actually
goal
get a
kick.
penalty there, but it didn't sort of work out. Tried to get them to slide my player, but oh well.
I understand there's been a goal in the Everton match. Alan McAdally.
It's a goal for Everton. 37 minutes played. 1-0.
Cheers again, Alan.
Everton 1-0 versus Newcastle, the league leaders, of
And
course.
options in the centre.
Which is a bit
And
odd
caught with
that
ease.
Newcastle
No real
are the
threat from
league
the
leaders
cross.
in
Was
January.
completely miscontrolled. Disappointing. Ball's gone.
Like, you know, obviously, given Newcastle the
Torreira.
team that they are, like
Aubameyang.
you wouldn't
He has been
expect
deemed to be offside. Not by much,
Newcastle
Lee.
to be
Brilliant officiating.
Premier
Look
League
at that,
leaders.
spot on.
midway
It's Callum
in the season.
Hudson-Odoi. Morata in possession. Loftus-Cheek.
Just cheat.
Well, he did his best to remain onside, but just failed.
Yeah, it was close. It was close, but that's all it needs to be, close. He was offside.
The electronic board has been held aloft. 2 additional minutes here. Oh, a nice-looking pass. And offside is the decision. It must have been very closely.
Well, yeah, the linesman's got the best view of them all. I think he got that right.
Jorginho. And so the first half draws to a close.
So first half, 0-0. We're gonna just bring on Sancho. No, Sancho ain't. Yeah, bring on Sancho and Kovacic, I think. Sancho, bring on Kovacic. Let's see how that goes. So here we go then. As we're lacking
The teams are ready to have a
that
go at
winning
each other
touch.
again.
So Jadon
as the
Sancho
second half commences.
brought on for his first home game, I guess, at home at the Stamford Bridge, as we've subbed out Loftus-Cheek. Also, we've brought in
Xhaka.
Kovacic for Jorginho, who hasn't really, I don't think, played well up to this point,
Xhaka.
and I prefer.
Top-class defending.
Wait 1 minute. Don't. I've actually subbed out Kante, I think.
Action from the fourth round
Okay,
of the
so
FA Cup is
we've
coming
brought
your
on Kante.
Xhaka!
Can we sub back out? How did I bring on... You can't sub out. I wanted to sub back in Kante.
Staunch rearguard action.
That's a bit of a disaster.
They favoured a short one here.
So, we kept on Jorginho.
Ceballos.
Subbed out Kante for Kovacic.
Well, a moment he would dearly love to have back.
Well, listen, he's tried to hit it too hard. Just relax a little bit. Focus on your technique.
Oh well.
Mendy. Just a quick reminder, we'll have FA Cup fourth round action coming up for you live. It's Arsenal facing Southampton.
Yeah,
I think I'll need someone a bit quicker than Kuzlik right now on that left wing.
Should be a great
Quite
match,
frankly.
Showing fine vision.
Yeah.
That's an effective cross aimed at the back post. And a goal to tell you about at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Alan McInally.
But I'm going to stick with Kuzlik for the time. I'll give him 2 seasons to prove his worth.
And he easily beat the keeper. 59 minutes played, 2-0.
Like,
McInally keeping
in a
us
way,
right up to date. Is this the moment? Morata! Blue is
that's
the colour.
onside.
Chelsea have gone and
Morata
scored.
scores a goal for Chelsea.
Score a goal. As we can see,
That's
right place at the right
onside,
time. Striker's
just
instinct
about.
to be there or thereabouts. Keeper has no chance.
I thought Sancho was going to tuck it away, but it's Morata who scores the Chelsea goal. 1-0 Chelsea. It's his first Premier League goal of the season. I'm pretty sure it's his first goal for Chelsea since returning from Atletico Madrid on that loan spell he's had. So, very, very good for Morata. Confident.
And the lead as things stand
that's
is
1-0 Chelsea. So,
Pulisic.
can we go after that
Chelsea have
second
given us
goal,
away.
hopefully, or will
Very
we,
important piece of transfer news
you
to
know,
reflect upon.
now be bogged
Casemiro
down?
has completed his move to Manchester City League.
But nonetheless,
Well, what does
1-0
£65 million
against
get you? I'm hearing
Arsenal,
Might
and
be a chance
Arsenal
here.
won't be those sitting down lightly. They're not going to take it lightly. They're going to go straight away on the attacking
Well, he
front.
thought he got his team back in
Then
it, but he
here.
wasn't expecting the keeper to do that. What a save.
And Kuzlik.
Well, they've just got to keep pushing,
Back
Derek.
to
They're
Morata.
certainly creating enough chances.
Sancho,
That'll please the
Jadon
coach,
Sancho,
as you can see from the
Jorginho,
stats.
Sancho.
A glorious
There's
chance.
Sancho. Turn back. Get the turn back.
Surely. And it's there for him. And Leno was ready. Keeper did his job to begin with.
Ah,
Keeper has custody of the ball, but just a few seconds
it's a good play.
beforehand, he had a
And
big
finally,
save to
we're
make.
now
Well,
starting to
keep
bring
on, have a
our
breather,
cards
because that
to the
first
table,
save deserves
of
us all
course,
to
which
look
is
at him
good.
and
And
clap.
Sancho, I must say, not bad.
Is it there?
Back to Morata. Get the turn back. Oh, not bad. Almost making it 2-0 Morata. And that would have been Sancho's second assist for this Chelsea team, indeed. So, you know, obviously, not bad, not bad. Like, we're doing pretty good
Only 10 minutes remaining here.
overall. So, Ceballos, Torreira,
Torreira. Lacazette.
Lacazette. Aubameyang out wide, waiting for Lacazette. Aubameyang.
Oh, he's through here.
I'm giving too much space to Patrick Aubameyang there.
And keeper wins.
Oh,
Need
I
to
always
close
put my
down
money on the
sometimes.
attacker. Not this time. Brilliant goalkeeping.
And news of a goal in the Wolves match. Alan McInally.
It's a goal for Wolverhampton Wanderers. 5
Leave
minutes
that goal kick, though.
2-1.
Many thanks, Alan.
So we haven't destroyed Arsenal today, but I think we should
Mateo
be able to
Kovacic.
see this one through
Well, in
and
the second
home
half,
now.
Trailing,
Like I
albeit
would
by a
have
small
liked to
margin.
hope.
How should they
Right.
be viewing this task, Lee?
Well, because the game is so tight, Arsenal will feel that there's another goal.
To
out there.
Jorginho.
More pressure, more balls in the box, force the issue.
So
More
Morata got
intensity.
the man of the match, by the way.
Nicolas Pepe. We've had the official word. There will be a minimum of 2 added
minutes. And I swear that's always the amount of added time in this game. I actually swear. Like, you know.
It is truly final. The match is over.
So, we win the other North London derby. And we pick up a win against Arsenal. 1-0. So both of our games against Newcastle and Arsenal have ended 1-0. Then here. Yeah. So right, obviously we're gonna now skip to our next game after we've done this interview. So just talking quickly though to the media prior. So Mendy has put a great performance on his first match at Chelsea. What do you make of such a strong debut? I'm just gonna say it's clear to see why we bought him. Why didn't we see Bakayoko play? Why ask me this? You scored. You scored a decisive goal. What do you make of the game? Time to focus on the next match.
Thank you for answering.
So, anyway, said something that, you know, would be a bit, well, I guess not divisive, but divisive. Right, now I'm going to quickly work on the formation. What time is it? 7:38. I don't know why I'm taking screenshots on my phone of, well, of my front cover of... Anyway. Right. That's a formation we want to play. Okay? A 4-3-3 attack. And I'm going to play, also, again, another 4-3-3. So, that's the formation. So, basically, I don't want to play a central defensive midfielder. I know this is a bit not like how Kante would play. Maybe it won't suit Kante, but it certainly will suit the team if we're playing a more attacking structure, especially for Jadon Sancho. So, right, I'm going to actually play Kovacic in that first team. This will be the team we use the most for like Champions League. If we get to the Champions League final, for example, we'll have Tammy Abraham up front. The team that we won't play the most will be this team. So Kante, Jorginho. And I think that's good. Play Kante on the left on that match, and then yeah, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So I'm pretty content with that overall. So Abraham starts in like two of our starting lineups. Sancho starts in one. So right, for the next few games, we got Reading, but I'm not too phased about Reading. So the next big match, we're going to play Man United, of course, in our next big match, Premier League match, that is. And then we'll play Atletico Madrid. We're playing all our Champions League matches, plus we're playing some big matches as well. So we're not playing all our Premier League games, because it just takes too long, quite frankly, to play every single Premier League game, if you know what I mean, overall. Like, yeah. Against Reading, which is pretty good. So showing even in the simming world that, you know, obviously it's working, and even then there against Leicester. So right, how many points are we actually off the top? Actually, we're actually only 3 points now from the Premier League lead. Newcastle still on top in the Premier League with a game in hand, which is just crazy. How is Newcastle doing this? On top in the Premier League, yet we're second. Well, we're going to go second, actually, most likely, after this match. I just gotta hope they F up at, like, a match. Who are Newcastle playing? Wolves. So Newcastle are playing Wolves. Let's have a quick look at Newcastle's worst match in the next few games. Just want to find. So we've got Bournemouth, Sheffield, Burnley. Just want to know whether or not they've got anyone like proper bad, like who they've got to face. Bournemouth ain't that tough. April, West Ham. West Ham could be a bit of a tough game actually. nothing really shouting out at me. Watford could be a bit of a tough one for them. But yeah, nothing. And then May, they've got... Okay, Tottenham. So, Tottenham, could be a tough one for Newcastle. Then they've got Brighton. And what's that final game? Liverpool. Liverpool will be a tough one. So, right. So, yeah. But, in all fairness, look at where Spurs are. Absolutely nowhere Spurs are. 17th. Like, it's ridiculous. How is it so, like, different? Everything else, I would say, looks a bit normal, apart from Spurs being out of place. But everything else looks alien, if that makes sense, in terms of results. Like, don't make a bit of sense to me. I know this is FIFA, it probably shouldn't meant to if it did. Then yeah. Right, we'll attend the press conference.
Thanks, guys. We're going to get started with the questions now.
Right. Do you keep your unbeaten streak going? Do you have enough depth in your squad to maintain your momentum? Our momentum isn't dropping. In your last encounter, Man United defended well against your attacks. Will you manage to get victory? Positive, we will say. Again.
That's all we...
Press conferences, I will say, are pretty short. You only get asked about 3 questions. But, in a way, the questions are quite relative to the actual performances. So if you have a good result on pitch, or, you know, it goes back to first match of season sort of thing, it is good questions, actually. Some of them, I think, personally. Which is good, so it's not just like, you know... you're getting asked the same old question each time. Some of the questions could be a bit repetitive or seem a bit repetitive, but most of the questions are generic by the looks of it, which is good, and I like that, you know. So it's like the AI or the, you know, questions are
well, tension in the air here.
How would you
It's got all
imagine?
the ingredients, hasn't it? And it's our main feature
Anyway,
today
so
on EA TV.
I believe Kovacic is playing in this match, if I'm correct, and, well, you know, obviously... Big match. United versus Chelsea. Always a one for the bookies, as they say. But anyway, where we go.
Alongside our gifted analyst, Alan Smith. Premier League football
So,
is coming right up
playing a
for you.
4-3-3 attack.
Chelsea
So yeah, it is
against
Kovacic.
Manchester United.
Playing.
Yeah, real buzz around
Tammy
this ground.
Abraham
Full
already getting
house.
tackled
A lot of
from
interest in it.
Martial.
Hope it doesn't disappoint.
I think it was Martial or someone in that midfield, but Martial
Lovely skill on the
absolutely
ball.
ripping it
Maybe
through.
a bit of a sighter.
Bit of a
It's
wasteful
strong effort.
attack,
I have seen him
but
score from
it's
those kind
still
of distances.
better than
Chelsea
what we've
lineup.
done so far in this game.
Arisa Balaga.
So
Antonio
Sancho.
Rudiger plays with Andreas Christensen as the centre-backs. Jadon Sancho plays with N'Golo Conte in the
Again,
middle of
Abraham
midfield.
not doing
Just
good in
one
that
up front for them
attack
today.
in front, which is a bit of a shame, letting the squad down there and allowing Man
Have a look
United
at the
easily
table now
gain
and look
possession.
at Aston Villa, who had a spell outside the Premier League, are going well now, and that's certainly an improvement
Tammy
on recent seasons.
on to Willian.
Well, we're well past the halfway mark in this season, aren't we? And they've still
back.
got a great shout of finishing in a Champions League spot. I mean, if they could see it through, what a huge difference.
Must take the lead here.
Sancho
Yes, they do. It's good
scores
They
his
put
first
the ball into
Chelsea
the
goal,
market. Thoroughly deserved that goal.
and it's a brilliant goal. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't know whether he scored in other games, but certainly he scored here, and first goal under my control sort of thing. 1-0, Jadon Sancho. Good goal. First goal in the Premier League as well. So I can say he scored his first Chelsea Premier League goal. I'm not going to say whether he scored his first goal for Chelsea. Maybe he scored in previous matches or matches prior to this one. But yeah, you know, obviously, good performance then. And we're 1-0 up with 15 minutes into the game. And it was Man United who was having all the attacking play then there. But we've come back and we've come in good then to the game. And we're 1-0 up. And it's going to be another Chelsea throw. So, yeah, you know, pretty good then. Kante, Jadon Sancho, obviously the new goal scorer for Chelsea. Christian Pulisic.
Well, you know who's been dominating the stories in the newspapers, lots of stuff on the social media networks as well. He says, Alan, he's considering retirement.
Well, he's no spring chicken, is he? It will be a blow to the club because he's been such an integral part of their performances, and he's a big presence in the dressing room as well. If he does duck out, they'll miss him.
Kovacic.
So Tammy Abraham. Trying to get forward to Kovacic, and not quite. Tammy Abraham again, not quite performing the way I'd like him to perform. I want him to maybe make more opportunities as a player, but again, even though I say I want him to make more opportunities, I'm controlling the players, so it's my responsibility as well. I blame him, but I blame them. Anyway, Puzzlick.
Tammy Abraham. Played down the wing, keeping the wide attack going. Patiently.
That's what I want. Get up. And it's one goal for Tammy Abraham. It's another goal for Chelsea. It's, I think, his 11th goal of the season, and must be his 9th. But in Premier League, 8th in Premier League. He scored goals before. So Tammy Abraham makes it 2-0.
Just widen the margin here to 2-0.
Chelsea. It's a brilliant day if you're a Blue fan. And so far, in all 3 of these matches, we've won 1-0. Well, it's not going to be 1-0 now, because it can't end 1-0. It must end 2-something, or could even be more if we add on to that. But to add on, we've got to score goals, and to score goals, you've got to get up front. And Tammy, back to
Abraham on the attack here.
Abraham, Sancho. Not quite making it. His second Chelsea goal. Not just yet, but nonetheless.
That's an important clearance.
William will go run after that ball. He will get it, play into Kante, then up to Sancho. Looking for Abraham, but unfortunately, Manchester United player getting in the way. Greenwood absolutely don't know why he ain't laying well. Jeez, he was easy to tackle. It's like he was injured.
Chelsea's corner.
Will be a corner, but it's another good opportunity. We're going to play in to Kante. Kante won't pick it up, unfortunately. Probably a bit too short. But yeah, anyway.
Well, that's half time.
Half time. Then, and we have a 2-0 lead going into the half-time break. And yeah, I think we have played, and the stats show it better, which is good. Reflective of how the game's gone so far, and I'm not going to make any subs. I'm going to play this whole match out probably with these players, with this group of players, because obviously they've played well, and if they play well, guess what? We don't have to make any substitutions. It's really not needed, quite honestly.
The break is definitely on.
But anyway, Andres Pereira having a good moment then there. Rudiger knocks upfield, up to William, then Kovacic. Up to Tammy Abraham.
This is your channel for so much football, EA TV, and coming up very soon for you, presentation of the round of 16 first leg Champions League fixture.
On to Jadon Sancho. He knocks it in to give us his second Chelsea goal, and it's his second Premier League goal at that. It's a brilliant day for Jadon Sancho. Can he make it 3? I do wonder, but that was like, you know, the first one was so crisp for a different reason. This was just class at Sancho, you know, brilliant run, and just taps it in with control, superb control from Jadon Sancho. 2-0 then for Jadon Sancho, and that is a superb goal at that, and a superb goal for Chelsea. Then, so 3-0 Chelsea. I did say it could be more Puzzlik, back to Sancho, back to Puzzlik, then so nice 1-2s between the two, but nonetheless.
What about Manchester United's next game, Alan?
They're playing Marseille in their next match in the Europa League. So much at stake, and I think it will be tense and tight.
So United whips it in again, but not quite finding anyone, and quite frankly we still have the possession and the ball.
And they had this target for some time, and they've got their man.
Well, it's a fairly big transfer figure, £40 million or thereabouts.
Jadon Sancho looking for his third goal, but also assist, and unfortunately that time knocks it out, and it's a goal kick.
Manchester United are going to make a substitution here.
Subs coming on now for the opposition. Jesse Lingard, I think, is on for Piero, if I'm correct.
Mendy.
Or Piero on for Lingard. But Greenwood, absolutely slow. Say that. He didn't do a bad job there, but, you know, overall, he's not done a good job. If I was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I wouldn't be thrilled with his performance
when you
on
about
pitch.
the teams at the start. Very similar players.
You know, I honestly think this season is getting better and better.
Well, it has. I mean, the score
for us,
would suggest
actually.
that. In open play,
we're now on a real run.
To choose between the two, but it's the two sets
like,
of strikers that have been the
I
difference.
said okay, I've got a good feeling about Champions League, and I'm starting to get a good, weird feeling about the Premier League. I'm not saying we're going to win it, but I don't know. There's just something niggling me, saying that we could actually win it in our first season, the Premier League and the Champions League, without Eden Hazard. Because even though like we've played some of our games, we haven't played all our games. And let's not forget, in them games that we haven't played, we've done okay and a good result. So, you know, and in the games we have played, we're playing on professional difficulty. So, we're not playing on a bad difficulty. We're playing on a, I'd say, the right difficulty for myself. Where it's fun, enjoyable, but we can lose. And we have had losses. Like, you know, but Tammy Abraham makes it 4-0, and look, Man United gave us a 4-0 thrashing in real life. Well, we are going to give them 4-0 thrashing in the game, and that was a good goal as well, a bit of a sweaty one, but a goal's a goal, and that's 4-0 Chelsea now. Top right corner as well, brilliant goal. Then
doubly delighted with the way his team
so both Jadon Sancho and Tammy Abraham ripping it up. Jadon Sancho got the first goal, Tammy Abraham got the second goal, Jadon Sancho got the first goal in the second half, and guess what, Tammy Abraham got the second goal in the second half, and that's 4 goals for Chelsea, 0 for United, but can they get one? Paul Pogba almost getting it then there, but Kepa doing a good job to keep that out and keeping a clean sheet then here for the Chelsea, as we up the Chelsea then here for Chelsea, as we then go hopefully into these final few minutes. I don't know whether there can be another goal. Can Jadon Sancho, or can Tammy Abraham maybe make it? Maybe a 5-0 thriller. I don't know, but it'll be out for a corner, so there's a chance, and whether there is oh no. How come that's not a corner? Really? That's not a corner? Okay. Well, it won't be a corner, so we've only got a matter of minutes, a matter of seconds now. That's the end of the game. It's a 4-0 victory over Manchester United. As I said, you know, it's a good result for us. And we will take that. We will take it.
Well, undoubtedly, he was the star man today.
Well, so often we
Jadon Sancho
creative abilities, but
absolutely doing himself well. Scoring 2 goals for us today, and you can't have any complaint to that performance from either Sancho or Tammy Abraham. Literally both of them absolutely on top form, 2 goals apiece. Then my favourite goal was the third goal, but yeah, you know, real good match then there against United. So with 2 goals to secure a win, Abraham was a hero today. Any thoughts? gonna again say overall great performance. You know, give him credit where it's due. Chelsea's unbeaten so far in the Premier League. I love that. You know, unbeaten in the Premier League, but we're not unbeaten. You know, realistically, well, I think we've been beaten at least 3 or 4 times this season, if I'm correct. How was this match for you? I'll say Manchester United were not prepared to face us this time around. Oh, Lars was more challenging.
Thank you so much for your time.
So yeah, felt like Man United weren't prepared, I would have said. Anyway, so right, gonna play, I think, Morata in the next game over anyone else, and we're gonna play Loftus-Cheek then there. So Kovacic. So obviously squad morale is excellent through the roof, but yeah, you know, obviously pretty good result then there for Chelsea and for us. Next match is Champions League match, and this will be the final match of the evening then, ladies and folks. And we got a contract offer. We're gonna reject that. Okay? Gonna reject that, but we're gonna accept that. How could I not resist become the England manager? Like, you know, that's like asking me to, you know, well, I don't know, it's just, you know, a bit crazy if I didn't become the England manager. I'd become the England manager, quite frankly, I think, because England are a pretty solid side. Press conference first, so obviously we're at home for this first encounter.
Okay,
by the looks of it.
Welcome everyone.
And
we'll be starting with the questions
obviously, being at home, it means that, you know, we don't want to concede any goals because, well, firstly, it could put us in an awkward position, but secondly, if we concede goals in Champions League knockout stages, obviously they count as away goals. And obviously it goes against you. Let's say if it ended up the draw. So let's say after the second leg it ended.
That's all we have time for today. Thank you.
Let's say it ended, I don't know, 3-3. Okay, we score 3 goals at home. Okay, but they also score 3 goals away. We don't. Neither team score any goals in the second leg. Okay, effectively you get the gist. More or less, it just means that you end up losing, like, overall, because they've scored 3 goals against you away, whereas you've scored 3 goals at home. You've scored 0 goals away, they've scored 0 goals at home, and therefore that goes against you, effectively. It goes under the away goal rule, so you sort of don't want to concede goals, or too many of them, especially not at home. Like, if you're going to concede goals anywhere in the Champions League, it better be away, especially in the knockouts, but then you better do the business at home, of course. But yeah, you know, obviously, knockouts, round of 16, hoping we can have a good first match.
This ought to be a game not just appealing to fans of
and
the respective
hopefully we can
sides,
also have a
but
good
also
second match.
to neutrals.
Like,
Two of the
you
best
know,
teams in Europe
obviously we've
up
got
against each
Atletico,
other.
which is a pretty big
They
first
face
match
Atletico
overall,
Madrid, and it's coming
which
your way
ain't
next
great,
on EA
but
TV.
we'll take it. Atletico versus Chelsea. It'll be a pretty good game, hopefully. And away we go then for the match.
My name is Derek Ray, and I'm joined for commentary by
already.
Lee Dixon. We've got
I don't know, I
action
just
from the
feel
round of 16
always
of the
good about
Champions
these
League to bring
Champions
you.
League.
It's Chelsea against Atletico Madrid.
And
it's a
onto
weighted pass. It might be. That is a tackle and a half.
I won't a penalty.
They're not happy. Ref is taking the brunt of this.
And a look at the Chelsea starting
Don't know why the fans were booing there.
Plays with N'Golo Conte in the centre of the park, and Morata is the main striker for this match. Must score. It might be the moment to get them ahead. Quite the catalogue.
Was that in? Sorry, I've got to check because I couldn't see the ball whether or not that was in. So, brilliant actual play from Morata. He came out absolute nowhere, pinch perfect. But was that in? Just want to have a look. Or whether or not it was actually safe. I think, yeah, that's... Oh, I don't know actually. I actually don't know. That, to me, could be a bit 50-50. You could make an argument it's in, because... No, that's safe actually. Sorry, it ain't 50-50. It's... Yeah, that is 100% safe.
And that, the latest
then, yeah. At first glance, it looked a bit in, but I think... I don't know whether we'll see like a... what do you call it?
This man, Lee, what are you anticipating seeing from him?
Well, 3 goals in his last 3 games, Derek, breeds confidence in a player. Defenders will be watching him like a hawk.
So, overall, we've come out of the blocks better, Chelsea. I would have said, in this first few minutes. Overall.
Oh. And the goalkeeper, Lee, a picture of concentration.
Doing a great job.
He waited for the striker and then he smothered it. It's really good goalkeeping.
Brilliant job.
And firing it into the area. It hasn't come to very much.
So, that goalkeeper, I'll tell you what, if he weren't in goal, I think right now could have at least scored something by now. But Atletico really not doing the business here. We're just walking all over right now. Atletico Madrid.
Atletico Madrid, so often in the shadow of the great
Diego Costa, the former Chelsea superstar. Obviously, well, there he looked like a
well, they have been one of my favourite Spanish teams. I really love everything about them. I love the new stadium. I love the kit. Obviously, I'm big on kits, as you know. But I also love their spirit. They've got a real winning attitude.
I believe there's been a goal in the Bayern match. Let's hear all about it from Alan McInally.
It's a goal for Bayern Munich.
Bayern Munich, 1-0 up, and almost Atletico Madrid, 1-0, and it's a away goal. Cavani scores.
And he's every right to ask where his defenders are. They were
I said we don't want to score away goals, yet we were on the front foot. But it just goes to show it takes one opportunity, just like that, and you know, you can go from dominating the game to, quite frankly, not dominating the game. And yeah, you know, quite frankly, I'm still not too nervous about it, like, you know, the result, but you know, we will want to certainly score soon rather than later. Obviously, as I say, away goal rule does count, obviously, in Champions League, so we've got to bear that in mind, even going into the second leg. So, you know, right now, obviously, if things finish the way they are, Atletico would have the advantage in the second leg, being that they're at home, but don't mean that we'll be out just yet. So, yeah, I want to score something though, and get a result.
Well, visionary passing. That's how to flummox the opposing defender.
Right. So long, the way I say it, so long you win both legs, you usually are safe, like, overall. But if you draw one leg, or you draw 2 legs, like, it goes a bit more technical than that, of course. So it comes then down to that away goal factor. So, you know, you need to really hope and play well, both legs. But right now, certainly not having the Man United luck. Maybe Man United wished us bad luck. Maybe we should have thought also about that before we came out. Are we playing the right team against United? Or are we even playing the right team tonight? I don't know. Overall, I think we are. Like, I do have confidence in these lads. But anyway.
Saul, really good reading of the game to win possession back. So the first half draws to a close.
That's the end of the first half, end of the first 45 minutes. Oblak literally probably saving also Atletico there. And literally, it's just literally one attack they've really had there. And it just shows where we've had 4. So, yeah, you know, quite frankly, Oblak has actually probably saved them there in that first half. overall.
And they begin the second half in the first leg of this Champions League round of 16 ties.
Considering we've had 4 on target.
Saul.
But anyway, so second half is underway, and Cavani, that goal scorer, getting that away goal, that important away goal.
Alan McInally.
It's a goal for Barcelona. It's been scored by Lionel Messi. A lovely passing move, ended with a low ball into the area of the dummy, leaving him clear to steal the ball past the keeper. 49 minutes played. 1-1.
Alan McInally keeping us right up to date.
Here we go, Puzzlick.
Jorginho.
Oh,
fairly routine for any goalkeeper.
Jorginho, well, could have.
In the form of a corner. Well, the clearance half-hearted. Apologies to our viewers for cutting Alan McInally short there. To clarify, Barcelona did find the net in that game. And it's now even Steven, 1-1. Overcooked that one.
It's a bit of frustration now creeping in, quite frankly, because we're 1-0 down and
Saul.
A little bit frustrated because we're now on the back foot, I feel, quite frankly. I just want to get something out of this game.
Of the opposition in the first half. Edinson
Cavani. Oh, Kepa. Good save from Kepa.
And don't forget, we have more Premier League action coming up for you on EA TV. It's Chelsea facing Bournemouth.
Well, that should be a really interesting matchup atmosphere. I'm sure we're
offside,
going to get
really.
Belter, Derek.
Didn't even get the ball.
And here's a change now.
Just play on,
Atletico.
guys.
And given away by Atletico. On the ball, Morata. Loftus-Cheek. And return to Morata. Beautifully disguised.
Jorginho. Oh, why didn't I take the shot? Well, I'm going to make a change. I'm going to bring off Loftus-Cheek, put on Jadon Sancho, I think, here. Yeah, I am going to put on Jadon Sancho. And I think I'm going to also put on William. No, I'm actually going to keep on Callum. He's done a good job overall so far.
Give it away. And Pulisic has it. Big chance to get them on terms.
Oh, come on, Oblak. Let something go in. And Oblak, absolute brilliant goalkeeper.
It is an Atletico substitution.
The guy we were going to take off could have scored a goal.
Jadon Sancho.
Jadon Sancho, who
Pulisic
scored 2 goals in that last game against United, has just come on with 15 minutes to go. So we're not looking for him to score another 2 goals, but let's say he can get a goal for us. That'd be a pretty decent result, and I'd be proud with that.
They failed to get it away properly. Tremendous block.
Still in play, and it's out for a Atletico corner. So Atletico Madrid got a bit of a corner here.
And over comes the corner. Fisted clear.
Oh, that was a rocket and a half.
Morata.
Derek, just listen to Stamford Bridge. The noise is deafening. Can Chelsea get back into this?
Callum Hudson-Odoi.
Jadon
Sancho. Morata.
Mendy has
Mendy. Sancho.
Moving the ball effectively.
Been a good playmaker here. That's a foul, surely. He didn't get the ball, I don't think, there. And somehow that's not a foul.
Not looking confident in possession.
So, may lose here, 1-0.
Well, time is running out for Chelsea here, Derek. The fans urging them forward to attack. Surely they'll get another chance or 2 before the final whistle.
Hudson-Odoi. Morata. It's got to be.
Offside.
It's in.
Sancho scores, but offside.
The decision is offside, Lee.
Well, it's a good decision from the assistant referee. Spot on there.
It's just one of them games, ain't it? Put it that way. Where the better team loses on home soil.
And just the 1 minute left in normal time here.
You know, I've got to hope we can do a decent job away from home.
2 additional minutes here. Morata. Sancho. Can they square the game? Can they put it away?
Yeah, it's one of them games.
Good defending, clattered out of there. Well, the story is over. The referee has blown
that's
his whistle,
the first leg.
So it is the end of the first leg of this knockout stage.
And it's, well, Atletico Madrid heading into the second leg with a 1-0 advantage then there. But let's not get too phased by that. We know with Chelsea, I think from that first match at least, we displayed that we were the better team.
I've just got a couple of questions.
We just didn't get quite as lucky with the result. And I think that's the truth of it. So yeah, you know, obviously that's the end of that then. Not a great result overall, which is a bit of a shame, but yeah, we'll take it.
Thank you.
So, right, there we go then, guys. Thank you for watching. Next time, we'll, well, I'll tell you what matches we'll do next, quickly. We'll probably play the Tottenham match, maybe the Everton game, Atletico and Manchester City. And plus, we got a few internationals as well. We probably won't play them, I don't know. We may play China, we'll soon see. But certainly them games we'll play are Everton, Tottenham, Atletico and Manchester City next time. Thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you haven't, please click that like button. Obviously, we're now second in the Premier League with a game in hand, which is good. Of course, for us, Villa on the edge of slipping out of top 4, which ain't good for them. But nonetheless, our focus is elsewhere. And we want to win the Premier League. I believe we can do that. And I think we can win a few competitions, quite frankly. But yeah, you know, thank you for watching. See you next time for another video. I'm your host, Julian.